Hello traders, this is DFXS. Welcome to TFX family. I believe that you guys, you're all doing good. And this is it's a new day. In fact, you have never ever lived this day. So this is your new day, my friend. Guys, today we are just continue learning about the TFX, the MT4 ATM EA. The real ATM that will be banking money for you guys. And I say this is the TFX company. No one should be confused about the system. The system that we are releasing there, they are not just there, but they are there professionally. Remember, we are also the experienced trader. We are also the traders. We don't just program the systems and releasing them just for the sake of making money. We use them on our live account. We trade through them, my friend. So before we release, we make sure that we have worked with them and they are working perfectly. And there is something you have to do for yourself. Don't fear anything about which system you are supposed to purchase. Contact us, talk to us, be open to us, tell us this is the account that I want to trade. Which system do you think I should start with? Because we sent you the system with the default setting, and there is some system here that are good with using the big account. There is some things we can advise you, or which strategy you are supposed to start with. And remember, our EAs, they contain more than 4 EAs in one system, more than 4, 5, 6 EAs in one system. So advantage of purchasing the system from us, buying one EA is like it's like buying 4, 5 and above EAs in one system. And this is why you must watch the video about outsmarting or outworking the market, so that guys, we can beat them day and night, and to make sure that you're making money each and every day. I think I will share also the part 2 of that, outsmarting the market very soon, because guys, we must take everything. And remember, our EA also can trade news in case there is those news with impact news, guys. Our system will also take those news. They will never ever blow your accounts through news. So any of the EA, even in our manual system, also our manual can trade that news. In case there is that strong news, there is nothing to fear. This non-farm, blah blah blah, those red news, you know what I mean, because I know you have experience of the news blowing your accounts. It is time to recover all from your loss. So guys, fear not. All you need to do, just be open with us. Tell us maybe your equity, what you are planning to start with, so that we can advise you which system you can start with, either for MT4 or MT5. We can advise you, start to take this system and start with this strategy. Then as you grow your account, you'll be doing blah 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 blah. This is the lot size. Always it's good to use good money management. So you don't have to be confused or of which system to purchase. All systems, they are working perfectly. All systems are working perfectly. There is no single system that can let you down. Trust me, guys. Trust me, guys. All you need to do it is to follow the rules and to talk to us, guys. Don't just struggle doing things alone there. While we as a company, we are a big team. We have a team that can assist you in one way or the other, and to make sure that you are becoming profitable and always never trade with emotion. So guys, let's go in and start learning about the strategy 4 of our TFX MT4 ATM system. So it is a very, very simple system, because let me pick some stuff here. And also this one, all of our system can trade anything provided in MT4 platform or MT5 platform. So this is the ATM. So all you need, if it is the strategy 4, you go direct to file number 4. So this file number 4, if I click file number 4, let's do it again, file number 4, it will bring the template with the EA with our default setting that you are supposed to start with. Right, guys? And you'll find that the strategy 4, it is the TM and the zone. The TM and the zone mean this TM and the zone. As you can see, there is a in every entry here. In every entry here, you'll find that there is a crossing after the zone. This is the Agatha, and you can choose to use the Agatha, or again, when you go to these settings here, you can choose in Agatha or the super zone. I do believe I will show you right now. So let's say, for instance, this is the resistance, and this is the crossing of the two trading master. These are the two trading master. We have the trading master 1 and the trade master 2. So if you want to use this strategy of the crossing of the let's say, let me zoom in. You want to use this crossing of the two trading master, it will be very simple unto you, because that is the setting that we set by default. Let me show you something here. Yeah, before we get there, I think we have shared about the video of strategy 1, and we said, let me remind you something here, because it is good. In our last video, we learned about the strategy 1 and the strategy 2 in the same video. You know, the strategy 1, let me delete this Agatha, because there is no, doesn't use the Agatha. And we say that the strategy 1, it will be entering the market using these ATM arrows, and I think we have shared of how, if you want to the EA to enter into the market using these two arrows. So these two ATM arrows, guys. Let me change here. It will be very simple, because the strategy 1, it will be only working with this ATM. You can enter with the big one and the small arrows here, and we said the little arrows there. You can change them if you want to the EA to be to pick the trades with any of the arrows here. This is ATM purple. You can set there into to all, so that any of the arrow, when it appears, then it will pick the trade. So I think we have learned about this one. So the strategy 1, there is no the TM. So I'm saying this because of some people ask me, oh, does it look? Oh, no. This one will do professional scalping using the ATM. So let's go back to our strategy 4. So in our strategy 4, we'll find that we have the two trading masters, and let us begin by what now the settings that are there, or how you can trade with this strategy, because it's very simple. You can trade the crossing of these two trading master, or you can just trade only the changing color of this only one. So let me say, for instance, this means you can change, you can trade with this, and this one we have changed to all our ES that are using the trading master, because we saw very benefit. It's it's working good when they are crossing together. They really give an accurate signal. But also, if you just want to trade just using this one trading master, it's very simple, because there is this setting here. Let's go trading master. Yeah, you can go to this setting and trend indicator. You can change from that master to TM. So if you are using the TM, it will be using this one TM or trading master. So it will be picking that one trade. And if you are using the TM, the T master, or the trading master, by default, it will be trading the crossing of the two. All right, it will be trading the crossing of the two trading master. And this trade crossing, I think they are more accurate. They are more accurate and safe, waiting the crossing of this one. Then maybe, let's say, for instance, after the crossing, you must make sure that you want to enter the market when it's totally stable, it's stable, and there is nothing like going back again. And by doing that, that is when we set waiting bars by 2 minimum, so that after the crossing happened at this place, it can wait for 2 bars, 2 calls, so that it can make sure that now that course it cannot and it can never repaint. After there, then the market will continue dropping smoothly. You know, there's some people, oh, does that thing repaint? That everything in Forex market, including even you trading, using even the moving average, if you are using the crossing of the moving average, it will still repaint. Let me answer this question, because a lot of people, oh, does that thing repaint? Even you yourself, you repaint. Yeah. No, not only the indicators, even people themselves, they repaint, because sometimes you can take the trades and some emotional comes and think that, oh, maybe I don't think this was good. Let me first of all close this trade and to analyze good. Who told you to take the trades in the first place? You yourself, you ask yourself after doing your analysis, and you thought that that entry is good. After taking the position, you realize that maybe something is wrong. Maybe I didn't check the news. I didn't do this. Blah 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 blah. Then you close and you start fresh to analyze the market. That is what we call repainting, right? That is what we call repainting. Sometimes you take the trades according to the crossing of the moving average provided in terminals, right? After the crossing of the moving average, the market went against you, because you take the trades after the crossing of the moving average, because you trust your analysis after doing your chart analysis correctly, perfectly, from big time frame, from small time frame. And you see that there is a good trend line, there is a support, you do your price action perfectly. But after taking the trades manually, you find that your trades repainted, because repaint means something going against you, right, guys? And that's why we say there is nothing like those free indicators online that they work perfectly. If they is like that, everybody should be working with those indicators. But some people have failed it. They have been discouraged by this indicator. This is why we said we as programmers, we take them, and there is some we program for ourselves, and some we pick them from there, but we modify them, because we find there is those lies, a lot of manipulation in those indicators. And thank God we can adjust them and modify them, and they become perfect without repainting again. All right, guys? And this is why you should ask yourself, how can someone take time like more than a month programming an indicator and releasing that indicators just for free? Is that, it must make sense to you that something's not right. There's no way, even it is you yourself, you cannot work for something for more than even a month and just give that something free there online, and tell people, if this one do this, pick the trade, if this one be. My friend, we have passed all that. A lot of traders have gone through that, and they got disappointed in Forex market. Thank God for the TFX company, because we know that, we are experienced, we have passed that, and we do our best and adjust and advance those indicators, and they become professional. And this is why, even in our EA, in case of anything, because the market makers can learn about the indicators, this is why we want to take the trade when these crossing are stable and meaningful and perfect now for a trade to drop or for a trade to go up. This is why we have this setting of waiting bar minimum. So you can set 2, because it is 2 by default, or you can set even 3. I said don't go beyond 5. This means that if I set there 5 minimum bars, it means that it will wait after this crossing. It will wait for 5 bars after this crossing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until where my vertical line is. Then from there, the EA will pick the trade at this level, right? That is where the EA will pick the trades from this. Let me zoom it so that everyone can see. So if this one is the fifth after the crossing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the EA will pick the trades from this break. And this means that now this entry is confirmed sell, right, guys? It's confirmed sell because anything can happen when these two are crossing, and that's what some things sometimes they do. So instead of maybe picking the trades immediately after the closing, the EA, you can set the minimum bars to make sure that now the trend is stable for dropping or going up, and it can pick the trades after this crossing after 2 or 3 breaks. So don't go beyond 5, right? It's good still also to get early so that you can milk good. But that is according to you. Mine is from 2 to 5, right? So if it is 3, let's go back to 3. It will wait 1, 2, 3. Then the fourth one, the EA will pick the trades from there, right? 1, 2, 3. So the EA will pick the trades from the fourth brick. So that one, it's a totally confirmed that that market now cannot go back. It has break that zone. It has break that zone, and now it is time to sell, and it will sell. So that's why we said there minimums of 2, 3. You can set into 5, by default it will come to, because even to the crossing will be stable. The other one is the maximum bars, that waiting maximum bars that you can set. It can be 10, it can be 5, it can be 5. Let's not go even above 10, so it can be 5. This tells you as long as, let's say, for example, after attaching your EA, you find that after the signal, let's say the waiting was 3, and the market has went already like 3, another 3 breaks. So that is not a fresh signal. But because the minimum or the maximum bars, now we have set the maximum bars unto 5, it tells you that it will still be valid as long as we have, it will add another 5 bricks to look if there is a previous signal. So if the 5 bricks are not yet done with these 5 bricks, then it can take that trade. That means that even with another 5 bricks, the signal is still valid. I believe you are getting what I'm saying. Let me draw this. So our signal is after 3, 1, 2, 3. So the fourth one, it is the one that the EA should pick the trades. But we have the maximum bars of another 5 bricks. So it will count from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This means if the EA is still at this area, or the price action or the price, it is still at this area, so we haven't yet completed the 5 bricks, this means the signal will still be valid. All right, guys, let me see if I can see another example, a good example about so that I can give a good example. Let's wait for this one to close so that we can continue learning about that. So let's say, for instance, like this place, we have set, let's say, I don't know if this one is stable, because you must wait until it's stable, seeing that the ask line is moving, to make sure that everything now is working correctly, right? You know, maybe it will be maybe loading. You must let the EA to finish loading everything, so that, because it's collecting data. I told you that the file is collecting, analyzing from monthly to minute 1. So you must let it to and make sure that this one now is moving. But let me give an example like this one. After inserting or attaching our EA here, we find that it has gone already how many bricks? Let us count this one together, guys. After the crossing, it has went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that trade, you might find that it is not valid. But let us see if this trade can be, we can take this trade for instance. we say that this one was 2, so 1 2, the signal was valid, and this one max bars are 10, so it should take this trade because now is 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. It is not yet reached to 10, but you have seen like this one, it has there's no entry because it must pick the fresh entry. But because we want now to get into this one, remember the video we talked about to outsmart the market. So let's say, for instance, you want to ride this market. All you need to do from this point, because maybe according to the bars you have sent there, maybe you set like 5 bars and they are not yet formed. They are still, we still have like 3 ABCD, and you want to take this trade because it is still early trade. All you need to go, it is to go into global variables, tools, go to global variables. This is Euro GPP. It is this one. So delete these global variables. Don't go to this SLR. This indicate the support. Just delete this one. And after deleting that one, you'll find automatically it will pick that trade now as a buy, right? So this means that knowing how to work with the system, it will help you a lot to get into the market. You know, the EA must wait a fresh entry, but you sometimes you might find that it has gone like 3 or 4 candles when you are attaching the trade. So remember, it cannot pick that trade even if the bricks are still valid. It has not formed like 5 bricks and maybe you set that 5 bricks. It cannot pick that trade because it is already late. It can only pick a fresh entry. But because it is not, the bricks are not yet formed because maybe you are late to pick the fresh entry means that if our setup was about 2 bricks, let's say for instance, if our bricks, our setup was waiting minibus was 2 after the crossing, so 1 2, and the market was here, it won't pick that trade because now that is not a fresh entry because it has already passed our minibus 2. If it was happening at this place and this is our second bar, a minimum bar, it will pick that trade because it is a fresh. But if it has already passed our minibus, it won't pick that trade. And if your maximum bars was like 5 bars, all you need to do it is to go to global variables and delete that that pair the way you saw me doing earlier, so that it can pick that trade because it is still early. Like this one, it is still early. This is still a fresh trade because we missed some minutes or some hours, but this one is still valid. We are coming from support. The crossing just happened here. It has gone like 1 2 3 4 5 bricks. That is still earlier because according to how we program our system, it must go even like 20 bricks, guys, because this means like it's like we have picked our trade at this point. So we expecting this market to go for several bricks. And the most important thing is that with this formation, the EA will close the trade, will take the profit automatically. This is why working with our system, you don't have now to set the TP, because with this formation, the TP, the EA will pick the trades automatically. So this one will help you hold for more profit. It doesn't matter even if you're using 0.01. Holding here from 0.01 micro lot size from here to here, guys, it can still pay you, and you can be very, very safe because you'll be holding for more profits, right, guys? So that is how this EAs work. They are very, very professional. Okay, the second thing, let us continue, guys, because I do believe you're still learning that, adding more knowledge. This is why I've been saying it's good to be watching our videos. Every video we release, make sure you subscribe so that you get the notification, so that you'll be notified, and watch the video so that you get more knowledge. So that of treating global variables, it's part of outsmarting the market, right, guys? So that is very important. The another best thing about this our system and also this ATM EA is that you don't mind, you don't care. Yeah, it is time to work professionally, knowing that you are very you are fully equipped with this forex market. Let's say, for instance, why am I saying this? It is because it doesn't matter if the news can happen. So I don't have to worry about that, because if you drop here down, where is this? You'll find that we have news, we have trade flash news. This flash news are the strong news or the red news, impact news that can sometimes happen. Some people say, oh, I have blown my several account through news. My friend, by activating this, it doesn't matter about the news. I have covered that to another video. And it is good also to say, with our TFX ATM EA, you can also catch up with that one. So let's say, for instance, those are the settings that are very, very important for you guys to understand, so that in case you want to say you want to trade even those news. Remember, we said if you want to trade the crossing of this to trading master in all our EA, though we will cover that in other EA, but we have covered Nairobi, blah, blah, blah. But now you'll find this setting of indicators. You'll just find this setting of indicator settings. You'll find that we have the TM master and we have TM. So keep that in mind. If I select TM, you will only trade this one. But if I select trading master, which I advise more our traders to use this setting, because even we will send that by default, that tells you that you will be trading the crossing of the two trading master or the two TM, and it will be giving you more perfect entries. And always remember, and you must learn this, how to work with maximum minibus and minimum minibus. They are very, very important to keep them in mind, because it can help you sometimes to get in the market, and it can also help you to know where to get into the market. Even if you want to get after 20 bricks after the closing, you must learn how to work with minimum waiting bars minimum. So let us go back to our setup for the news. In case guys, there is those red news, and if they try to go against you, even if they go on your favor, this one, it will work professionally, right? So this tells us, if I set here into bricks multiply, it tells me that if I set here 20, I'm commanding my EA, if the news goes with a week. I do believe we have shared that video about the weeks. Let me see if we can get it. Yeah, good. We have it here. We have it here. I think this one is a good example of how to set this news. This tells us, because we have set our news here, or breaks multiply into 20. It's telling us if the EA detected that this week caused by the news, because this is an impact news, this is a strong news. If it detects that the news has gone, or this week has gone, sometimes it is in the form of the week, sometimes it is in the form of a candle when the news is happening. So let's say it is in the form of wick or a candle. You must understand that if it detects that it has gone beyond 20 bricks, a distance of 20 bricks, it will open the position. Right, guys? It will open the position of a buy, because now it's dropping, and this is manipulation. This is how the strong news is. But if that news won't change the direction of the market, this is why our EA can detect the news that are going against the market or against the direction of the market, or the news that are going with the direction of the market. Like this one, there was it was forming a buy, but immediately drops. But thank God, in something like this one, you would have milked the market because the formation was not yet complete. So if you are in a sell position, you are still milking a good market. But even if you are in a news, in a sell, and you have set it into true, or the flash news, you have set the flash news into true, and you have set here like 20 breaks. These are 20 breaks. It tells you also, even if you have the running trend and the market has went, the news went, or this week went beyond 20 breaks, it will start opening a buy position. And if you want it to continue hedging or continue adding more buys, that is when you open the recovery mode. Like for instance, I have set here 50. This tells you after opening the first position after the distance of 20 breaks, it will add another position after 50 pips. And if it continued dropping, it will add another position again after 50 pips. So the distance of position to position, it will be according to the recovery distance that you have set here. So if I set here 100, from the first position that the EA will take after the news, after the 20 breaks or after the distance of 20 breaks, the next position the EA will pick, it will be after 100 pips. The third position again that the EA will pick, it will be again after the 100 pips. So it is good to get that. So you can set the distance of the pips of recovery mode, which I advise people. It is good to use this recovery mode, especially in the times of news, because it will give you good money. It is good also to give a big distance of pips, one position after the other, if your account is small, right? Like this week, it's for the non-farm. So we know that this week, the news will be very, very, very strong. But you don't have to worry when working with the EA. You only need to know how to set this news according to your account, because we can't say we will set here like 10 pips, because so that it can continue hedging with buy after 10 pips. We don't know how long this one it will take. And if the first position was open after 20, the distance of 20 bricks, and you have sent 20 or 10 pips distance of every position, maybe that can mess you up, because what if it will go more than 100 or 200 or 400 pips? How many trades position will you have? Can your account hold that drawdown? If not, then that's why you have to minimize the entry. Let's see the pips of this week, guys. This 1 week contains 450 pips. 450 pips. And maybe someone have set there the distance of 10 pips in every position. It can mess you up. That will be more or almost 40 guys. That will be more than 40. It will be like more than 40 position when you set the distance over 10 pips. But if your account is big, well and good, but I don't think that one is not advisable, because even if it will give you a good profit after going back now to form the normal brick, it will give you a good profit after going back to form a normal brick. It will give you a good, you can milk $100 here, guys. But it is good to use minimum or minimum lot, micro lot size when hedging more, so that, guys, it can not blow your account before the drawdown. So this is why you need to give a good distance from 50 pips, because if we set like 50 pips, that would have been like 8 position. All right. in the, if we set like 100 pips, that will be like four position, and that is good. And always remember, in a recovery mode, you can multiply those hedging, or those recovery modes, those hedging, you can multiply the lot size using the recovery mode multiplier, right? So if you set here multiplied by 1, it means that it will only hedging with the the first lot size that you have selected here. So if you set there 0.02, it means it will be only hedging with 0.2 in every position. But if you have set here, let's say for instance, 1.1, the lot size will be multiplied by 1.1. So, and the answer of the second position, it will be multiplied according to the position that is with the first. So, I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying here, but I have been covering this, but let me repeat it again. Let's say your first position was 0.02. So the second position, and let's say your recovery mode are like 4, right? Because you must set here, let's say this is 3, all right? The way it is here, recovery trades are 3. So this means you want to hedge only like 3 positions. This tells you if the first position was with 0.02, the second position will multiply 0.02 by 1.1. So the answer that will be there, let's say it's 0.03, the third position will be multiplied 0.03 by 1.1. So any of the numbers here, it will be multiplied according to the current position. So if the third position was 0.05, and maybe you have selected like this one, 1 by 1.5, the 0.05 will be multiplied by 1.15. So you must understand about the recovery mode and see if you'll want your EA to be adding lot size. If not, then let it be 1.1 or the same lot size of multiplied by 1. That is very, very important place to know, because I advise you when setting the news in every EA, it is good also to use the multiplier so that it can hedge more, so that it can give you, because they have been taking your money, they have been blowing your account through this news. It is your time to recover your all money, every cent they take from you by hedging in those news. It will give you a good money. How I wish, guys, you can get our system like this week of non-farm, my friend, so that you can experience what I'm saying. Even if it is manual, remember our manual is also an automated, because it can also trade those news even without your hands, right, guys? That is how it works. So those are the most important stuffs that you need to understand how to work with this TFX ATM. But you don't have to worry, because we will set that by default. But it is good to know the setup of the news, because you can set that according to what you want, and according to your equity. And this is why I'm saying that it is good for people to be open with us, because you can tell me, okay, set for me according to my equity, the way it can trade news, and I will always be safe. Even if it is $100, we can help you. We can set for you and send you the setting that can trade even the news, and you'll always be safe even with your $100. This is the best thing of our system. So it is very, very simple. So let us go to our last one. What if you want to use the super zone instead of Agatha? So all you need to do here, it is to set, go to here to indicators, set the super zone, because by default it's Agatha. You'll go to super zone, right, and click OK. And remember, this is the strategy 4. Again, now you can right click, go to indicators. So now we are going to delete the Agatha. We are going to delete Agatha and bring and attach our super zone. This is our super zone. And again, I will click OK. So this tells us now the EA will be picking the trades according to our super zone, not now the Agatha. It will be picking according to our super zone, and it can exit with what with the formation, and it can also exit with our super zone. And if you want the EA to exit with the opposite signal, let's go back. You can go this area close by formation. You can change and set close by signal. So if you set close by signal and click OK, this tells you if your signal, your entry point is here after the crossing, maybe 2 bricks, the same thing, it will close after the crossing, 2 bricks after this sell signal. So that is the meaning of close by signal. It is signal to signal. So that trade signal to signal, but close by formation, it will be closing with the first formation that will be here, and it will wait for a fresh entry. And this super zone, or when using the Agatha, they are also using as a TP. When the Agatha appear or when the super zone appear, it will close the entry. The same thing we are using even in the money. When the Agatha appears or the super zone appear, if that is what you have attached, it will also be part of the TP. So this means you are more secured, you will be more profitable, you will learn how to hold, not because you want to hold, but because the EA will hold that so that it can give you a good profit, guys. That is how simple our system are, and that is the TFX ATM EA strategy for, and we will continue sharing more lights about our system each and every day, guys. And don't get confused, contact us so that we can give you according to your equity, we can give you advice and which strategy to start with in every EA. And I also advise you, watch the video how to outsmart the market, so that, guys, you can get understanding of how you can work with multiple terminals, one with the real account, the others with the demo accounts, so that you can be in the market each and every day. Because we want to train people, because the life is coming hard to a lot of people. There is no employment, guys. We want to create jobs through being a full-time traders. And being full-time traders, this is why we are releasing all the system with multiple EAs, so that it can help you to hunt the market each and every day professionally, and you always be profitable. I do believe now, guys, you understand about the strategy for our ATM, the benefit that are there with our system. No more worrying about the news. The entry will always be perfect. You can set how to wait until you get the right thing. So earn and learn with the TFX system. Thank you so much, guys. And once again, welcome to TFX family. We love you, and let's milk this market together. Thank you.